you, fuck that baby, and fuck your girlfriend too. How about fuck you, fuck that baby, and fuck your girlfriend too? CWA, aka Chillin' with Ariane, where I'm your host, Ariane. Today is the 4th day of Yes Sesh December Takeover. Woo! Oh my gosh, we love consistency. It's day 4 and we're still going, holding on only by the strength of God, because Lord knows I'm tired. But we here and we making videos. Today we're gonna be doing an r/MIDS, so I don't know what the title is gonna be yet, but it's probably gonna be somewhere of the lines of in-law drama, because we about to get into this tea. We about to get a little messy, just a little bit, not too messy, just a little messy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and go check out day 3 video. And yeah, let's get into this content. We don't gotta do too much talking. Let's move on. Oh, one more thing. Did you guys know that December 4th is National Cookie Day? I feel like I'm the self-proclaimed cookie monster, because Bookie, I love me some cookies. But anyways, random fact, let's get into this video. Am I the asshole if I insist Mother's Day is just for me and not my mother-in-law? I want to begin with my mother-in-law is a wonderful person. I love her very much and we have a good relationship. My father-in-law is a different story. He's pushy, gossipy, and constantly overstepping boundaries. My husband, 44M, and I, 44F, have one daughter, 6, who we conceived after many years of IVF. My mother left when I was young, and though my father was wonderful in trying to take on both a mother and father role, it was difficult at times, especially Mother's Day, where there was an obvious void. Each Father's Day, we would plan an outing with our small family, he, my sister, brother, and me, and celebrate being together. When my husband and I were pregnant, I was finally felt like I could look forward to this day without feeling dread for the first time in my life. That's nice. That's very sweet of her. That's really sweet for her. Our first Mother's Day was perfect. The 3 of us were together and had a special meal and a special item. Aww. Then my in-laws moved out of state to be closer to us and their grandparents. I won't go into the struggle that has been setting healthy boundaries. No, you can't drop in unannounced 4 times a week, but I will admit that it's been a lot, especially since they have also grown close to our close-knit group of friends. I feel as if there are every time we have a social outing. Y'all, I'm sorry, she can't write. It's confusing me. Because I feel as if there every time we have a social outing. I think she's trying to say I feel as though they are there. Even though that's still the wrong. We digress. So back to Mother's Day. 3 years in a row, it has been a huge blowout fight because I don't want to celebrate the day with them. I want a day with my child and my husband. I want to feel special and loved and want my 2 favorite people around me. If they are involved, the day becomes more about them. Father-in-law monopolized my daughter's attention and I barely see her. I dread this day every year, just as I had as a child. My husband does not think it's a big deal to involve them, and last year it was so contentious. No one was speaking to each other. My father-in-law slandered me to all his friends' husbands. Husband and I got into a huge fight, and we did nothing to celebrate Mother's Day. Am I the asshole if I insist Mother's Days only include the 3 of us? Y'all, that was so hard to read for some reason. I don't know if it's the way that she's writing or I can't read, but that was stressing me out. But anyways, I don't know. Spooky, like, I get it, because me personally, I don't want to spend, if it's a day celebrating me, I don't want to be around too many people, because I don't even like too many people like that, if we being honest. But I think you do need to set boundaries, and your husband needs to stand 10 toes beside you. Like, the dropping in 4 times a week unannounced is crazy. That's just too much. I don't even like people like that. First of all, don't even drop in on me once a month, ever in life. Call me, let me know that you're coming. Don't be dropping by my house without letting me know you're coming, because I will pretend like I'm sleeping and ignore that door. I might. I'm sorry. Leave me alone. I need to mentally prepare myself for people come in, so I get her on that. The Mother's Day thing, I don't of crazy. Like, that is his mom. You was like, I don't know. They need to understand boundaries. Like, I get it because her childhood, she know whatever stage was hard for her, but that's like her son's mom. Like, is it not? I don't know. And they said something, he monopolized the time with her daughter. She probably just be wanting to spend time with her grandpa. I don't know. I get it though. It's her Mother's Day and it's her kids. So realistically, she could just spend time with her family. Maybe she could do like a little something with them in the morning. You know what? I don't know what she should do. This is hard. You're not the asshole. She's not the asshole. We're not gonna say she's the asshole, but I do think she's being a little unreasonable. Just a little bit. I'm sorry. I know that's just probably not the popular opinion, but I feel like she is being a little bit unreasonable because that is his mom and that is the kid's grandmother. You also supposed to celebrate grandmothers. Mother's Day is to celebrate all mothers, not just one singular mother. So, but that's just me though, because you know, I grew up with my mom and my grandma, and I'm really close to my grandmother. So like, I wouldn't see it any other way of not celebrating my grandma because she's an amazing woman. Like, she literally birthed my mom. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, and she done so much for me. I see her as a mother, so I couldn't imagine not spending Mother's Day with her. But I get it, because like, you don't have that relationship with her, but the kids might, and they might want to, you know, spend Mother's Day with their grandmother as well. But I don't think you're an asshole. I think you just need to have a conversation with them, explaining your boundaries, as well as your husband needs to stand 10 toes behind you, because it's kind of crazy when you're standing alone and you're in a marriage, like especially against his in-law. That's crazy. Like, y'all just need to talk about that, set boundaries, and he need to stand 10 toes behind you, like, because that's crazy. So in conclusion, you're not the asshole, my dear. I'm gonna get a gavel, y'all. You're not the asshole, my dear, but your husband is, just a little bit. Next story. Am I the asshole for ditching my mother-in-law on Thanksgiving? Is she? I don't know. Ditching kind of crazy. Okay. My mother-in-law has been ruining Thanksgiving for me for years, and somehow she makes it more complicated every year. It started out with her just being overly stressed about hosting, and she would snap at everyone and just make the whole atmosphere uncomfortable. But I always tried to be helpful and understanding. I mean, hosting is stressful, right? Then one year I walked into her smack talking the dessert I had brought to my sister-in-law, and it hit me hard. Thanksgiving has never been the same for me since. Sorry. In recent years, other people in the family have voiced their opinions of our antics, so at least I felt less alone in it. One year, she passive-aggressively announced to everyone in the group text that since it's very expensive, she would need us to all split up the dishes and bring something, as if we weren't already doing that for years to begin with. She would often assign my husband and me things that she knew we couldn't mess up. Mind you, I cook for my family literally every day with zero complaints, like bring pepperoni and cheese and crackers. I designed a massive charcuterie board that year just to prove that I was capable of more than just bringing pepperoni and cheese, period. The following year, she texted us that in addition to splitting up the menu, she would be purchasing all of the ingredients for us, instructed us to Venmo her our share, and she would drop them off with her preferred dishes she would like them served in. Ooh. The worst part is that while she had this assigned sweet potato casserole to me because she doesn't like it, she didn't even drop off fresh ingredients. A half a bag of stale marshmallows from her pantry and a can of yams, or the right ingredients or right sized dishes. In addition to Venmoing her, I still needed to go out and buy the ingredients for my dish. Wow. Last year was particularly stressful with them in general, as there was a lot of other family drama going on. The one sister-in-law I'm close with was going to be out of town for the holiday with her family anyways. So I put my foot down and told my husband I refused to spend a day with his mom and wanted to have Thanksgiving at home with my family. Valid. He understood, and all my in-laws had friends that they were hosting anyways. Then at last minute, their plans fell through, and they had no one to spend Thanksgiving with. So of course, I agreed to invite them to our Thanksgiving. This year, we have been avoiding the Thanksgiving conversation, except my father-in-law, who was relatively oblivious to everything and would talk about it every time we saw him as if everything was back to normal. So in the spirit of trying to heal all the stuff from past, I didn't argue and just waited for further instructions from my mother-in-law. A few weeks ago, she came to my house and basically politely uninvited us, stating that it's just a lot of people this year. Ooh, for context, there's a lot of people. She had always invited my family over as well, which is appreciated. And if she's telling me she feels it's too much for her, who am I to argue? To be honest, I'm relieved to not have to spend a day with her. Until I turned and looked at my daughter's face, my husband's face when I told him. They were both extremely hurt that they were being excluded. On the other hand, it was understandable why she had chosen us. We have a whole other family to celebrate with. But on the other hand, her other children and grandchildren were still invited, so they definitely felt not great about it. To make it worse, she suggested that we do Thanksgiving at my mom's house. My mom was fine with it, but I thought it was a bit odd to go volunteering her to host without even talking to her. And then all the people that were too many people for my mother-in-law could meet at my house for pie and bonfire. Fine, my kids would be devastated if they didn't get to see their cousins for Thanksgiving, so we'll make it work. I think I've been a really good sport. Well, even when she made it extra awkward by not telling anyone that she has uninvited us, including my own husband, who awkwardly asked what the plans were, she just hushed him and told him, don't worry about it. Even when she lied to my 11-year-old niece's face when she asked her if my kids would be there, she told her of course, why wouldn't they be? I literally had to turn to my 14-year-old who went to the initial conversation and asked if I had imagined it. She assured me I was not. Fast forward to 2 days ago, my husband gets a phone call from his mom telling him that their plans fell through again and would be like to come over after all. From a logistical standpoint, we already planned our menu for my mom's Thanksgiving and purchased the majority of the food. From a moral standpoint, no. Just no. Why would I want to go over there after all the frustration she put everyone through this year? And to top it off, it really bothered me the way she went about it. When she knew my husband might be upset, she came to me to invite us. When I knew I could be peeved to have to change the plans again, she went to him. It just feels so manipulative and cowardly. I felt really justified in putting my foot down and saying no. Made your bed, now lay in it. I said everyone is unhappy. My kids aren't happy, my nieces aren't happy, my husband is unhappy. And I asked her for wanting to stick to the original plan to avoid my mother-in-law as much as possible that day. I don't want my pride to ruin everyone's Thanksgiving, but I also really don't want to spend it with her. Wow. That was a lot to digress. Oh my gosh, y'all. First of all, her mother-in-law don't like her. For what? What's the beef? Like, what we beefing for? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight, old lady? Because stop playing with me, okay? That's how I feel. I know I'm not her, but if I was her, I feel attacked. Like, stop fucking... This is YouTube. Let me stop cursing. But stop playing with me. Is there beef? Is there beef? Because if it's smoke, just let me know that. Just let me know that. Because why she doing the most? She's a weirdo. Your mother-in-law hates you, and she got beef with you for some reason, trying to play in your face. Like, if she don't want your food, okay, you're being gracious about it, so you don't. So you bring what she tell you to bring. You keep listening to her. She uninvited you. You didn't want to see this lady in the first place. She uninvited you, told you couldn't come, and now she's trying to invite you again. Crazy work. Personally, I feel like, no, you're not the asshole for sticking to the original plan. I feel like if they want to go see her, I don't think there's nothing wrong if y'all just have dinner together and then they go over to their grandparents' house after and go see their grandparents and they come back at night. Because it's still like you're not going to be spending Thanksgiving by yourself because your 14-year-old daughter is going to be with you because she seems like she don't really like either because lady crazy. So yeah, I feel like you're not the asshole at all. I say stand on business. Explain to your husband what happened. Tell him if you want to go see his mom, he's more than welcome to. He's welcome to take the daughter as well. But for you, on the other hand, Bookie, you're not going to be there. And you're not the asshole. Okay? Moving on. Next subject. Am I the asshole for refusing to wear white at my brothers-in-law gender reveal party? It's kind of giving you're the asshole. Like I said, y'all know in the court of Ariane, or CWA, we do not judge people. We read the full thing. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But from that title alone, it's giving you're the asshole. So I'ma just stand on that right now. But we're gonna read it and we're gonna digress. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. But it's giving her the asshole Bookie from that title alone. But let me hear you out. Let me hear you out. What you got to say? Am I the asshole refusing to wear white at my brother-in-law gender reveal party? My brother-in-law is hosting a gender reveal party for his first child. Let's call my brother-in-law Sam. I'm using a fake name, so Sam invited my fiance Dean. Again, fictional name. Yes, I'm using supernatural characters because I have no creativity. LOL. Girl, get to the point. And told him I would be his +1. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I thought it a bit odd because the invite said the following: every guest and their +1 must each bring gifts to the party. Yours is medium diapers, 108 pants or more. What? A gift to mom and dad. The sheer audacity of asking mom and dad a gift and not the baby. Moving on. The invite didn't say a word about the dress code. So I thought of wearing business casual, which is what I wear only on a daily basis. It wasn't until yesterday I found out Sam and his wife girlfriend wanted all the invites to wear all white. I freaked out because Dean, my fiance, has an old all white formal attire he's borrowing from his dad. But my family in general just hates white clothes, so obviously I have nothing, not even a shirt. I asked Sam if it's okay if I chose to wear a jumpsuit and showed him a picture I attached here. Wait, y'all, let's see the picture. Let's see the picture. Let's see the picture. Y'all, I can't even see the picture. It's not working. All right. You can't see the picture. If I get the picture, y'all, I'm going to try to see it after this video go off and try to figure it out. If I get the picture, I'm going to insert it so you guys can see it. Okay. Let's get back to the thing. The style is pretty close to what I wear on a daily basis, so I thought maybe I could pair it with a black or maybe choose a color to go with it and use it afterwards. Sam loved and immediately said yes. Not even 20 minutes ago, my mother-in-law pulled me aside and say I wouldn't waste any money if I were you. Sam and his girlfriend Berta wants us to wear all white because they are planning on spray paint the guests with blue or pink, depends on the gender. I'm considering what to wear also because I don't want any of my clothes worn especially because I would wear a thing or two I use in court sessions, so please be mindful about that. Mother-in-law's attorney. I had no idea that was his plan. Dean told me that I was being inconsiderate for saying I was only going to wear black if they refused to let me out of their paint mess. Mother-in-law stood by my side and said she wouldn't be wearing white too if I wasn't comfortable, since she wasn't very comfortable herself, and that she would wear all black with me. They didn't inform the guests that they were planning to ruin everyone's outfit, so mother-in-law basically telling everyone she can not to spend a shit ton of money on their outfits and Sam's plans. I honestly asked Sam if I could be left out of the paint thing, and she seemed offended and refused. I asked again, saying mother-in-law wasn't comfortable with the idea either. He said, fuck both of you. Ooh, this is my party, and why can't you just do the one silly thing to cheer me up? I replied, well, we're both gladly will go shopping together for some nice jumpsuit for a basic dress, but since mother-in-law isn't happy nor comfortable with it, I thought about asking you if we could please be left out of the paint parade. And for surprise, he's answered, wow, I'm glad the two of you bitches, ooh, agreed and ruined their minds and burn a day. I just said, bro, this is a gender reveal, not a wedding. I don't see why being so rude to me since you are always so nice. Makes no fucking sense. But that's okay. If you want to play the Dadzilla role, have fun at your day, not your future kid's day, your day, and left. The party is happening next Sunday, 4/28. That's my birthday, y'all. Sorry. I don't know if I should just stay home and call it a day to avoid conflict, or I should go anyways. I also don't know if I'm being an asshole for not wanting to spend about $100 on a jumpsuit to wear only once and throw it away. I won't ask what his girlfriend thinks because 1, I just don't want to risk pissing off a pregnant woman. 2, that's been together for 5 months. She's pregnant for 4. Ooh. He was, okay, they were fast. So I barely know her. She's not a talker also, which doesn't help at all. I don't know if I'm being the asshole here for not wanting to spend a new outfit just for it to be ruined, plus the diapers, plus the gift for Sam and his girlfriend I barely know. Just for context, me, 26-year-old female mother-in-law, isn't Sam's biological mother. She's just married Sam's father. Dean isn't his biological brother either. His mother is my mother-in-law. Am I the asshole? Yeah. So there's also an update, but first we're going to comment on what we just read before we get into this update. No, she's not the asshole. Well, you're the asshole for not wanting to wear white. No, you're the asshole for that. You're not the asshole for not wanting your outfit to get ruined, but I feel like, girl, just don't wear the dress. Just wear something cheap. But at this point, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go, like, at all. Do I even want to be there? Like, I feel her. Like, I wouldn't even go to that shit. First of all, just go. Just let your boyfriend go. You ain't got to be the plus one. He's doing way too much. Something, I got to get a gift for you and the baby and your girlfriend. You, that baby, and your girlfriend, too. How about fuck you, fuck that baby, and your girlfriend, too? Because I'm not, no. Too much. You're doing too much. You're already doing too much with that. Then you gotta tell me what I'm gonna get. Tell me I gotta get diapers. That's y'all demanding way too much entitlement. And then when I go to be calm with you, have a simple conversation with you, you gonna disrespect me, call me all kinds of B's, and tell me and curse at me. Oh, you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. First of all, I don't even want to talk to you no more. You need to go talk to your brother because he better check you before I check you because you're playing with me too much. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. In my opinion, he's doing too much. Don't even go. You can wear white. I would just go get a cheap dress. If you really have to go, because I wouldn't go, just get a cheap dress and don't wear something that you like. I personally think it's all stupid. I think the idea of wanting to spray paint on people is kind of cute, but you should tell people before they come up, because girl, if I come in my fit and I put that on and I look good and you mess my dress up or my outfit, we're fighting. We're fighting respectfully. It's up. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. What's tea? I want to fight. I want to fight. So yeah, I agree. Wait, what do I agree with? Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I think like overall you're not the asshole. The way you phrase the title for am I the asshole for not wearing white, a little bit, because you could just go get a cheap dress. But like in a whole standpoint, you're not the asshole. I just really say don't go. But let's read this update and see what happened. Update 2. Day before yesterday was Sam's biological brother's birthday. So we all did a small family gathering. And there was this happy couple. I told Dean, fiance, about Sam's rudeness with me and his mom, and he lost it. He told me he would confront him in person because confronting me in text or call was just too childish. Don't expect Dean's best behavior from now on. That's called the birthday boy Adam. Dean waited until the party was basically over and asked Adam if he knew about the buffoonery, and he disagrees. Dean tells Adam isn't happy about it. Meanwhile, I'm talking to mother-in-law and she was telling me she doesn't know what to do because they're going to receive a lot of lawsuits. Then I asked her about where's the spray paint and she says it's a random girl's house. I suggested mother-in-law picking all up and saying she would be responsible to taking it to the party because allegedly she wants nothing for the best at this party. She sees where I'm going and goes after random girl, I mean Bertha. Some random miracle occurs and Bertha agrees to leave all spray paint bottles at mother-in-law's house. How sweet is mother-in-law? Before Dean could confront Sam, I asked him again, only to know that this time the happy couple had a good old fight. Sam told me I could wear all black and Bertha couldn't take it because she wanted to follow tradition, which is the guest wearing white. I never heard some such bullshit. My only response was, oh, I see, thank you. When I play the dumb guy and say nothing, I will update him on our way home. He agrees. I told Dean that we've done and we couldn't stop laughing. He told me he was going to wear all black too because that's what he feels more comfortable in. I woke up with a text from mother-in-law yesterday saying I got the paint in the trash, they belong, so that's where it's at. I swear to God, you guys may have mother-in-laws from hell, but mine is just as chaotic as I am, and I love this. I invited her for dinner, drinks, or girls' night so we could update each other, and she agrees. If something important comes up, but I guess most of it is already here. I suggested mother-in-law and Dean. We all go to the same baby stuff store and get ourselves a gift card as a gift for mom and dad. I don't see a reason to say, hey, congrats on having unprotected sex and now having to deal with the consequences of your action. Here's a Louis Vuitton bag to congratulate you on that. The gift should go to the baby. This poor child has no blame. Their parents are irresponsible. So that's where we are going. Baby's good store gift cards. I'm intending because I want to have a good laugh there at it later. I'll bring you more boring hot tea. This thread will have updates soon. I'm not gonna read all that. Okay. At this point, girl, you actually the asshole. You just messy. You doing too much. Like, at this point, no. She doing too much. She too involved in this. She trying to be messy. She got a little clout off of Reddit, and now her head is getting big, and she's just trying to update us. You are actually, Bookie, you are the a-hole, because she's too messy for me. She's too messy for me. She's too messy for me. Tell me something. She done threw the paint in the trash. Girl, that's not even your place. And you still gonna go, and now you just wearing going wear black on purpose just to be smart. Like, she doing too much, and mother-in-law is doing too much too. Y'all both doing too much for me. Yeah, this is just messy. This is just messy. Too messy for me, in my opinion. And yeah, you are the a-hole now. You wasn't at first. If you would have just handled a situation like that, if you would have handled the situation and just not went and just dismissed him, then you weren't the a-hole. But now you're the a-hole. You're too messy. You're way too messy, Bookie. So yeah, we got our first a-hole. Where my gavel at? You are the a-hole, my dear. Okay. This is our last story. Let's go on to the next story. We're gonna keep it short. We're gonna keep it cute because this video already getting a little long. Next story. This one sounds like it's gonna be a little juicy, okay? My common-law husband is in Dubai, and his side piece showed up at my door with their baby. Am I the asshole for kicking her out even though she is basically homeless? My husband and I, 40F and 40M, have been together for 10 years, and I consider them years to be very loving and happy, but apparently not for him since he had a side piece, obviously. I make furniture and make around $1 million a year. Ooh, she bringing in bank. My husband is a teacher, and it goes without saying that I provide for us. I don't ask what he does with his salary. We live way below our means. However, because we are both minimalists, but we have a big house, nice car, and lots of art, everything is mine, however. Ooh, hers. Ooh. Apparently, he met his side piece, F25, under false pretenses and told her that we were legally married, so he owned half of my company and everything else I own. When she got pregnant, he started spending his salary on her. I wasn't alarmed because I didn't know what he did with his money. Now he's in Dubai on vacation, and her lease on her apartment expired, so she just showed up at my door with her baby. Ooh. She told me she was his girlfriend and he was getting a divorce, so she might as well live in his house and I could live in a hotel because I could afford it. Bitch! Sorry. She didn't have any money or home. She literally refused to step out so I could call the police and lock myself in the greenhouse. Okay. When the police came, she was literally unpacking the child's clothes in the living area. They escorted her out. I was very shaken. Later, I found out all the details I include above. My husband's mother thought I was an asshole for kicking out a little baby on the street that was her only grandchild. I used and abused my money and power to control everything around me. But honestly, teachers make $60K a year. So if I found out later he gave her his salary, I can't understand why she would be so homeless and destitute. She had big designer bags, designer stroller, and these Van Cleef and apparel jewelry when she showed up to my home. But now I am the a-hole. Clearly, you're not the a-hole. What, girl? What just happened? What do you mean his side piece showed up to your house and said, "Get the fuck out your house"? Out of your house, you gotta go. She came to your door, she said, "Girl, you gotta get up your house so me and my baby can live here. You go live in a hotel because you can afford it." First of all, he don't even make enough money to be cheating. He can't even afford your lifestyle, let alone hers. How you can't even afford 2 hoes? How you got 2 hoes? You can't even afford 2 hoes. Girl, I don't even know why you wrote this. You probably just wrote this because this is a crazy story, and I can't even believe that it's real. It's just that crazy. Like, it's, I don't even know. I need to verify if this is real because it's just that crazy. But yeah, you're clearly not the asshole. I don't even need to explain why you're not the asshole, Buki. Like, you're not the asshole. I'm sorry to her, but like I said, her and that baby. Her and that baby. Matter of fact, come to that baby. Fuck that ugly ass baby. Ooh. No, I meant it. Fuck that ugly ass baby. Fuck her. No, they doing too much. They doing too much. That's it. That's all. Y'all, I gotta go to class. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of CWA. If you made it this far, make sure to go subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you have not already watched the other day 3, day 2, and day 1 video, go back and go watch those. Specifically, day 3 video was my favorite to film. And y'all see the black hair. Yes, I'm officially back to black. I dyed it in day 2 video. So go watch my process and learn a little bit about my lock journey. Bye.